Hey, were we doing the slider episode today? We'll start the show. What's up, guys? Jordan Anderson here from Valley Films. I guess we're doing the slider today. And then there's the AC. Be right back. So this is my slider here. This is from Studio FX. This is, I believe, a 40-inch slider. So it's got some good length on it. Slider's a handy tool. Must have. We use this for every gig. You can get it on Amazon for around $115, I believe. There's some shorter ones. This one is not entirely travel friendly. In fact, you kind of look like you're carrying a bow staff with this one. But I love it. I love the length on it, how you can get from this end to this end and be able to pull off a really cinematic shot. As discussed earlier in episode 20 with the monopod, I put on my fluid head here. So as we discussed in the monopod episode for episode 20, I put my fluid head from the monopod and I put it here on the slider. It's just a simple 1/4-inch screw, just like that, and we're good to go. So the slider is a really good tool to use. In fact, I take it to every single gig that I've ever been on, and it's a really great way to pull off some cinematic shots, pull off those dolly shots. Now with the longer slider, you're going to be able to get a greater range. It's going to be a little bit more travel friendly. Maybe the sliding effect won't be as much or seen on camera as much. Anything above 36 inches is going to give you a really nice, profound tracking shot or dolly shot. So it's pretty simple. I mean, there's not a lot of moving parts, if any. I mean, the only moving part is this base plate. Comes with a level. Sometimes they don't build these bubble levels completely accurately, so you got to be kind of careful and, you know, just look at it from afar, kind of gauge it every now and then. So it's pretty simple with the slider. It just attaches to, you just put on the tripod plate here, and then you just slide it on like you would any camera. And then for this one, you just loosen up the sliding track right here, and then you're able to slide it back and forth. Usually probably once every 3 months, once every couple months, you want to kind of either put some graphite in this track or maybe some WD-40. I wouldn't recommend any kind of like oil-based things. You just don't want to like gunk this up a lot. The only downside I've had with having the 40-inch slider is that when you add a camera to it, say a little bit heavier of a camera like a C100 as opposed to my 70D, the weight can get a little off balance. Like I said, I have it on a tripod, so sometimes if you don't have this tripod plate tightened enough, you'll start to slide forward, and then everything will sort of start to slide forward as well. You want to make sure that you have a sturdy tripod head. Now for the shorter ones, it's easier because you don't have as much range and you're not like, you're not pushing the weight off terribly too far. It has screw holes on each side, so I've put light stands here so that it would be a two-base thing, so you have light stands on both sides, so that way if you do push the weight to one side or the other, that it's not going to tilt forward or it's going to topple over, and you're going to, it's going to just stay nice and even the whole way through. So the best thing that I did for this slider was actually add the fluid head. Before it was just the camera just screwed on completely, so I had to just manually rotate the camera on there. But then I was limited to just side-to-side motion. I wasn't able to track up. And then since I had to just screw the camera on there, I was limited to where the thread would stop. So if the thread stopped crooked, then I kind of just had to slide crooked. You can get a ball head where it doesn't have the panhandle or anything like that, and you just get the ball head and just slide it like that. Works great for most DSLRs. I'm able to, I can choose any direction I want, so if I want to go, a complete tracking shot, I can. If I want to go a dolly shot, I can do that as well. You can add a little bit of complexity to your shots. You can add a bit of a parallax effect, so you're able to, focus on one thing and then slide with it and then track it the whole time. And that way, keep it in frame, keep it in the center of the frame, maybe just in one part of the frame. Follow it. And another reason I take this on most gigs is just how simple it is to set up, how simple it is to use. You just throw it on the tripod, put your camera on here, and you're ready to go. There's no setup, there's no balancing, there's no kind of, you don't have to add weights to this at all. You just set it up, you're good to go. This is going to give you a little bit more complexity to your shots and add a little bit more production value than if you were just shooting on a tripod. Now, forewarning, I've seen the slider shot overused in a lot of cases. I've seen people that's all they use. You know, you want to be careful. You want to mix up your shots, but this is a great tool to have. This is a really solid piece of gear to have. You can get some from the very inexpensive to all the way to the like Kessler level, where those are very expensive. And now some sliding shots of me trying to be Philip Bloom. So that's our show today. A little bit of a shorter tutorial. I told you guys, the slider is very simple. Doesn't need very much explanation. If you have any gear questions or if you have any more detailed questions about the slider itself, feel free to send me a question on Twitter at Valley_Films. I think there's a graphic right here somewhere. That's our show. Thanks for watching, guys. Please feel free to comment, like this, dislike this. I always want feedback. Criticism is always welcome. Hey guys, before you leave, be sure to subscribe to our Valley Films channel. Our goal for this year is to reach vlog number 50, if not beyond. Subscribe!